The manufacturing process begins with high-strength RHA steel plates being cut into angled sections that composite armor modules are fabricated by layering ceramic tiles and fiber-reinforced backing to resist armor-piercing rounds on the battlefield.
The lower hull is welded together using multi-pass seams, designed to withstand mine blasts and underbody IED shock.
Ballistic glass panels are laminated to protect the driver while maintaining optical clarity under incoming fire. The suspension arms and torsion bars are machined to withstand the IFV's heavy weight and high-speed off-road forces.
The drivetrain, powered by a high-output diesel engine, is assembled to provide torque required for rapid acceleration in hostile terrain.
The track systems are assembled using hardened steel road wheels and reinforced rubber pads designed to survive abrasive battlefield environments.
The main hull is lifted onto a rotating assembly cradle, allowing workers to install internal wiring, cooling ducts, and blast-resistant flooring. Crew seating and troop benches are fitted with energy-absorbing mounts to protect occupants from shock waves.
The 30mm turret base ring is precision machined to ensure flawless rotation during high-speed target tracking.
The turret frame is assembled using steel composite structures designed to deflect kinetic penetrators whilst also.
The 30mm autocannon is mounted onto a recoil dampening cradle, engineered to absorb repeated firing shocks without affecting accuracy.
The coaxial 7.62mm machine gun is aligned to ensure both barrels point of identical sightlines during combat engagement.
The fire control computer is installed to process thermal imaging, ballistic calculations, and target tracking data under battlefield conditions.
Electro-optical sensors, including day cameras, IR imagers, and laser rangefinders, are fitted into armored housings to survive shrapnel impacts.
Smoke grenade launchers are positioned on both sides of the turret to provide rapid obscuration when the vehicle is ambushed.
The APS radar modules are calibrated to detect incoming threats, such as RPGs or ATGM. The turret is lowered onto the hull ring and rotated for the first time to verify smooth 360-degree traversal.
The driver's compartment wiring is connected, integrating cameras, ballistic displays, and steering controls to enable situational awareness under fire. The troop compartment is fitted with foldable blast-resistant seating to allow soldiers rapid dismount while minimizing injury risk. The hull interior receives ceramic spall liners designed to catch fragments from partial penetrations and protect the crew inside the IFV. Fuel tanks are installed with explosion-resistant bladder systems to reduce fire risk if struck by armor-piercing rounds. The IFV's heavy-duty cooling system is assembled to sustain engine output during long operations in desert and urban combat.
The transmission, designed for high torque at low speeds, is connected to the engine to enable rapid maneuvering under fire.
The track tensioning system is installed to maintain an optimal track pressure during rough terrain and evasive movement.
Side armor skirts are attached to shield the tracks for RPG fragments and roadside blasts.
Roof-mounted hatches and periscopes are aligned to give crew members protected visibility while under enemy observation. The APS interceptor modules are wired to the radar units, enabling automated defense against incoming anti-tank munitions. The IFV's battlefield management computer is installed to connect the vehicle with squad-level and command-level networks.
External stowage racks are added to carry crew gear, spare track links, and mission equipment during extended operations.
The turret stabilization motors are tested to ensure the 30mm cannon can remain on target even while the IFV moves across uneven ground. Ammunition feed systems are installed to deliver reliable 30mm and 7.62mm rounds during prolonged combat engagements.
The vehicle's diesel engine is mounted into the hull using vibration-dampening couplings to improve crew comfort and sensor stability.
The vehicle's diesel engine is mounted into the hull using vibration-dampening couplings to improve crew comfort and sensor stability. Cooling air intakes receive armored grills designed to prevent debris and shrapnel from disabling the filtration system. The IFV's exhaust system is installed with heat shielding to reduce thermal signature and protect nearby infantry.
Communication and antennas are mounted to connect the vehicle to encrypted battlefield radio networks.
The IFV's wiring harness is routed through armored conduits to protect electrical systems from fragmentation or shock.
The auxiliary power unit is installed to keep sensors, radios, and turret systems running even when the main engine is offline.
The vehicle's internal climate control system is installed to protect crew performance during desert heat or Arctic cold.
Fire suppression lines are run through the engine bay and troop compartment to automatically counter fuel or munition fires.
Crew hatches are test-fitted to ensure they open under blast deformation and allow emergency egress.
The IFV's armored doors are fitted with locking systems designed to withstand battlefield shock and forced entry. Track skirts are aligned and bolted for additional lateral protection against RPG fragments and roadside shrapnel.
The main turret wiring harness is connected, linking the 30mm cannon, coax machine gun, sensors, and fire control electronics to the hull computer.
The IFV's hydraulic elevation system is tested to ensure the cannon maintains stability at high firing angles. The coaxial weapon feed is run through rapid cycling to confirm consistent ammunition delivery during sustained engagements.
External storage bins are installed to hold spare equipment, medical kits, and crew supplies for long missions.
APS countermeasure cartridges are fitted into armored ejection tubes, enabling the IFV to intercept incoming missiles.
The turret rotation motors are calibrated to ensure smooth traversal for rapid target engagement under battlefield stress.
The vehicle's suspension is tuned to maintain mobility despite the heavy armor load, preventing hull bottoming during off-road maneuvers.
Electrical grounding straps are installed throughout the hull to protect sensitive electronics from EMP bursts or stray electrical discharge.
The diesel engine is started for the first time, verifying oil pressure, exhaust flow, and idle stability under armored load. The IFV's tracks are fitted and tensioned to ensure proper alignment during aggressive maneuvers across rugged terrain.
Optical stabilization on the turret sensors is tested to guarantee clear imaging during movement and recoil.
The internal fire suppression system is live tested using inert foam to verify nozzle reach and timing.
Crew ergonomics are evaluated to ensure drivers and gunners can operate effectively under prolonged combat conditions.
The turret's recoil system is tested with simulated loads to confirm it maintains firing stability without disturbing targeting alignment.
Cooling airflow is measured across the hull's internal channels to ensure adequate thermal management for electronics and crew.
Hull integrity is tested using ultrasonic scanners to detect hidden weld imperfections that could fail under explosive shock.
The rear troop ramp undergoes stress testing to ensure it can open and close even when deformed by blast overpressure.
The IFV's NBC filtration system is pressure tested to ensure overpressure seals prevent contaminated air intrusion. Engine torque output is evaluated under simulated battlefield load to confirm acceleration capability with full armor weight.
The vehicle's communications suite is tested for clarity and encryption performance under electromagnetic interference.
The sensor turret is aligned using battlefield-relevant targets to verify the IFV can track infantry, vehicles, and aerial threats.
The APS countermeasure timing is calibrated to intercept simulated RPG signatures with millisecond accuracy.
Track durability is tested on a heavy friction drum to simulate years of movement across gravel, mud, and concrete.
The IFV's armor modules are subjected to ballistic testing with controlled projectiles to confirm their rated protection level.
Blast mats under the hull are evaluated for energy dispersion by exposing them to simulated underbody detonation forces. Hull access panels are checked for battlefield serviceability, ensuring maintenance crews can quickly reach critical components under fire.
Interior LED lighting systems are installed to give troops low-light visibility without revealing their position to external observers.
The driver's periscope cluster is aligned to provide a commanding forward view across rough terrain and urban obstacles.
The IFV's blast sensors are tested to ensure the vehicle automatically triggers suppression and safety protocols after detonations.
The 30mm cannon's barrel is measured for internal wear to guarantee accuracy and prevent pressure spikes during live fire.
The coaxial 7.62mm weapon is dry-cycled to confirm reliable operation under vibration and dust exposure.
The IFV's GPS and inertial navigation systems are calibrated to maintain accurate positioning in GPS-degraded environments.
Thermal signature reduction measures are evaluated to ensure the vehicle remains harder to detect by enemy sensors. The turret ring gear is stress-tested under full combat load weight to ensure smooth rotation, even when obstructed by debris.
Final track alignment checks ensure the vehicle maintains directional stability during sharp maneuvers.
Crew communication headsets and intercom systems are tested to ensure clear audio even under engine noise and cannon recoil.
Interior padding and anti-spall Kevlar curtains are fitted to reduce secondary fragmentation risk inside the troop compartment.
The IFV's backup battery system is installed to keep essential electronics active even if the main engine is disabled.
Hydraulic systems controlling the turret and ramp are pressurized to verify leak-free operation under battlefield-level pressure loads.
The engine bay is inspected to ensure no wiring or hose routing could fail due to heat exposure or vibration during prolonged operations.
Suspension articulation is evaluated on a tilt rig to confirm the IFV can maintain track contact on uneven battlefield terrain.
The 30mm cannon is bore-sighted using laser alignment tools so that optical sensors and ballistic computer data match the true barrel axis.
External camouflage panels are mounted to break up the vehicle's silhouette against terrain and reduce visual detection.
The smoke launcher wiring is tested to ensure the crew can deploy obscurants instantly during ambush scenarios.
Weapon safeties and emergency shutdown systems are confirmed to prevent accidental discharge of the 30mm or coaxial gun.
The IFV's electronic warfare antennas are calibrated to detect hostile signals and jam enemy communications when required. The fire control computer is stress-tested with simulated battlefield data to ensure accurate ballistic calculations under rapid movement. Thermal imaging sensors are evaluated in a dark testing chamber to verify detection of infantry, vehicles, and heat sources behind cover.
The coaxial 7.62mm gun is fixed in place and tested for smooth mechanical cycling to ensure reliability during suppression fire.
The troop seating harnesses undergo load testing to ensure they protect passengers during off-road impacts or sudden evasive maneuvers.
Environmental sealing is inspected to ensure dust, water, and chemical agents cannot penetrate mission-critical compartments.
The turret slip ring is tested for uninterrupted electrical transfer as the turret rotates endlessly during combat operations. The vehicle's electrical system undergoes an overload test to confirm it can support sensors, radios, and weapon systems simultaneously.
Armor mounting bolts are torqued and marked to ensure no fasteners loosen during vibration or blast shock events.
The vehicle undergoes a full system cold start to verify engine, electronics, and hydraulics function reliably after prolonged inactivity. The IFV's central data bus is tested under maximum load to confirm seamless communication between the turret, sensors, and hull systems.
Power distribution modules are checked for thermal buildup to ensure no hotspots form during high-demand operations.
The troop ramp's emergency manual override is tested to guarantee functionality even if hydraulics fail during combat extraction.
The IFV's internal power converters are evaluated to ensure stable voltage for sensitive optics and communication hardware. The gunner's control handles are tested for ergonomic response and precise motion input during turret rotation and gun elevation. The IFV's protective skirts and side armor are inspected for correct spacing that enables blast deflection instead of direct hull transfer.
The headlights and infrared driving lights are tested for durability and visibility in low-light battlefield conditions.
The IFV's turret slip ring channels are loaded with combat speed data bursts to guarantee no signal loss during continuous rotation.
Hull-mounted shock sensors are triggered to confirm that structural impacts are correctly reported to onboard diagnostic systems.
Vibration testing simulates transport on rough terrain, ensuring no bolts, electrical connectors, or armor modules loosen during long-distance deployment. The The IFV is driven onto a suspension test course, where each wheel station is pushed to maximum articulation to confirm stability and hull clearance. The 30mm cannon undergoes remote dry-fire testing to verify recoil absorption and turret stability without expending live ammunition. The IFV navigates a steep-grade climb to confirm engine torque and traction performance under full combat weight.
A deep water fording trial ensures the vehicle can maintain propulsion and cooling even when partially submerged.
The turret completes live fire stabilization trials, firing the 30mm cannon at moving targets while the hull travels across rough terrain. Thermal optics are evaluated in outdoor heat conditions to confirm long-range detection capability against camouflaged targets.
The APS system is tested in controlled intercept drills to validate its ability to defeat incoming projectile simulations.
Communication range tests confirm the IFV can maintain encrypted contact with headquarters and squad vehicles over long distances.
Final multi-hour endurance runs stress test the engine, suspension, and turret systems under continuous battlefield simulation.
After passing all trials, the completed IFV is formally accepted into service and loaded for delivery to operational units.